So I'm Dr. Andrew Curtin. I'm a lecturer in applied ethics here at the IDEA Centre, the Ethics Centre, as part of the University of Leeds. So I do a bunch of different types of teaching. I teach on the ethics of science, a bit of philosophy of science, do a lot of the ethics of artificial intelligence and data, and yeah, general ethical issues in business. And in computing, yeah, so I cover kind of a broad range of applied ethics issues. And my research is on trust and all kinds of ways that trust operates in society, why it matters in interpersonal relationships and in the corporate world and, yeah, in general communities. So this module, IDEA3000, is on the ethics of artificial intelligence. And it's a kind of broad look now at the different ways that artificial intelligence is impacting society, impacting individuals, and the ethical implications of it. So we're living through a time of massive development in AI and rolling out AI technology into all kinds of different areas of our lives. So this module equips you with the ability to ask questions about whether that's a good thing, whether that's a bad thing, what we should make of different aspects of the technology, such as the ability for certain systems to exhibit a kind of bias against particular demographics of people. You ask questions about whether it's a good thing that certain kinds of AI systems are put in place to make decisions that affect our lives. So, for example, in assessing loan applications or assessing job candidates for interview, we ask, the fact that these systems often, they don't make their decision-making processes transparent or explicit, is it a good thing that we have them making these kinds of decisions for us? But we also look at kind of applied issues like the fact that people are now saying that they're developing relationships with things like ChatGPT. We're asking, what does the world look like where people are having romantic attachments to their AI assistants? We're asking questions about, is it a good thing that you can have AI image generators generating the artistic styles of different artists? Does that constitute a form of theft? And then we'll look at kind of issues looking into the future, things like, well, what happens if we make a kind of super intelligence that maybe does everything that we can do much better, that maybe has its own kind of value judgments? What do we do if this AI system can take control of different aspects of our lives and different kind of technological systems? Should we be worried about this prospect, or should we try and get ahead of it somehow? So yeah, we kind of look at the ethics of AI at all levels, really. So I think this course should be of interest to essentially any student, really, considering how widespread AI is now in our lives. Anyone who's curious about AI, anyone who's got their kind of worries about it, yeah, come take this course. It's going to give you exactly the tools you need to think through the kinds of worries or interests you have in it. So it'll be of particular interests to computing students potentially, or engineering students who are, potentially looking to develop AI themselves. But maybe business students, if they're going into businesses that are potentially going to build AI tools or use AI tools or sell AI tools, it should be the ideal kind of module for them to be able to evaluate whether, that is a good thing or not. But generally speaking, any student, AI affects all of us now. It's going to increasingly affect people in the future. So it should be of interest to any student, I think. So the course runs with 11 lectures and 5 seminars. So we have 2 lectures kind of per seminar topic, and then so you'll have a lecture each week which involves discussing and learning about the topic itself, and then 2 weeks later you'll have each lecture covered in the seminar where there'll be discussions and debates mostly about these topics, so you can debate with your fellow students what we should think about these topics, particular ethical issues concerning AI. And the way it's assessed, the way the module builds is you're leading up to doing your own video presentation on your chosen ethical topic to do with AI, where you give your perspective on what we should make of this kind of problem that we've discussed. So yeah, you'll be developing your own reasoned case, you'll be presenting an argument for your view and defending it with kind of reasoning and considering all different kinds of perspectives that you've learned about. So we give you plenty of help in doing the assessment in this module because we're aware it's a discovery module and many students might not be familiar with ethics or kind of ethical argumentation or reasoning in the first place. So throughout we'll introduce you to the kind of standards or the kind of form of ethics, what it actually means, what it means to do it at a kind of academic level. So that'll be part of the course content. But in terms of doing the final presentation, there will be a kind of formative exercise towards the middle of the module where you can prepare a practice presentation and send that in for review by myself and the teaching staff, where we'll give you feedback on what exactly you need to do for the final presentation to increase your marks. And throughout, there's kind of guidance that we give on, what's expected from the marking criteria. And in the seminars themselves, what we're often doing is preparing you in the kind of skills that we'll be looking for you to exhibit in the final assessment. So it's all discussion and debate, considering different perspectives, thinking about objections to your own view, responding to those objections. So throughout the whole module is building the kind of skills that we want from you to show in the final assessment. And the very final lecture topic will just be purely on any questions that you might have for the assessment. So yeah, it's all covered, it's all building towards helping you tackle the final assessment.